Today we're gonna read a new book and new stories to read. And here, this story is a poem. And the name of the story, the poem, is Love That Dog, okay? And today we're gonna read 10 poems in one book, okay? And tomorrow we'll read 10 poems, okay? And the end of reading the stories. Now, are you ready for this one book and 10 poems to read? Now here we go. And first you can read Love That Dog. September 13. I don't want to because boys don't write poetry. Girls do. And September 21. I am tired. I can't do it. Brain's empty. September 27. I don't understand the poem about the red wheelbarrow, the white chickens, and why so much depends upon them. If that is a poem about a red wheelbarrow and the white chickens, and any words can be a poem, you just got to make short lines. October 4. Do you promise not to read it out loud? Do you promise not to put in the board? Okay, here it is, but I don't like it. So much depends upon a blue car splattering with a mud speeding down the road. October 10. What do you mean? Why does so much depend upon a blue car? You didn't say before that I had to tell why. The wheelbarrow guy didn't tell why. October 17. What was up with the Snowy Woods poem you read today? Why doesn't the person just keep going if he's got so many miles to go before he sleeps? And why do I have to tell more about the blue car stuttering with a mud speeding down the road? I don't want to write about that blue car that had miles to go before it split. So many miles go in such a hurry. October 24. I'm sorry to say I did not really understand the tiger burning bright poem, but at last it sounded good in my ears. Here is the blue car with tiger sounds. Blue car, shining bright in the darkness of the night. Who could see you speeding by like a comet in the sky? I could see you in the night. Blue car, shining bright. I could see you speeding by like a comet in the sky. Some of the tiger sounds are still in my ears, like drums, beat, beating. October 31. Yes, you can put the 2 blue car poems on the board. Poems on the board, but only if you don't put my name on them. November 6. They look nice and tried up like that. The blue paper, the yellow board. But still, don't tell anyone who wrote them, okay? And what does animals mean? It is good. Number 9. I don't have any pets, so I can write about and especially I can write a poem about one. And it's a 10 poems and we will read 10 poems more today now, okay? Number 15. Yes, I used to have a pet. I don't want to write about him. You're going to ask me why not, right? Number 22. Pretend I will still have that pet. Can I make up a pet? A different one like a tiger or a hamster or a goldfish, turtle, snail, or flea? Number 29. I like those small poems we read today that was small like that you can't read a whole bunch in a small short time in that you had your pictures of small things from the small poems. I like that how the kitten lapped in the cat poem and how you could see the long head of the horse in the horse poem. And especially I like that dog in the dog poem because that's just how my yellow dog used to lie down with his tongue all lamp and his chin between his paws, and how he sometimes chomped and ply and then sleep dull and lucid skin, just like that poet Miss Billy Wolf says in her small dog poem. December 4. Why do you want a type that I wrote about? Reading the small poems is not a poem, is it? I guess you can put on the board if you want to, but don't put my name on it in case another people think it's not a poem. And December 13. I get it does look like a poem, and then you see it type it up like that. But I think maybe it will look better than some more space between the lines like how I wrote it the first time. And I like the picture of a yellow dog you put beside it, but that's not how my yellow dog looked. January 10. I really did not get the picture poem you read today. I mean, somebody's going at the picture to clean the spring and to get a little tawdry clip. While he out there and doesn't going to be gone long and he wants you, who is you, to come to. I mean, really. And you said that Mr. Robot first, who wrote about a picture, was also the one who wrote about those snowy woods and miles to go before he sleeps. Well, I think Mr. Robot first has a little too much time on his hands. January 17. Remember the wheelbarrow poem you read the first week of school? Maybe the wheelbarrow poet. Just making a picture with our words and someone else, maybe his teacher, type it up. And then people thought it was a poem because it looked like a one type of the dad. And maybe there was the same thing would happen with a Mr. Robot first. And maybe that was just making a picture with woods about a snowy woods and Pager and his teacher and type it up. They look like a poem, so people thought they were poems. like how you did with a blue card things, and read a small poem thing on the board. Type it up. They look like poems. And there are another things that are looking at him. They're really poems. And they were saying, who wrote that? January 24. We're going to drive, and my father said, don't be gone long. You come too. And so I went and drove until we stopped it at the red back of the building, a sign in the blue letters, animal protection shelter. And inside he walked down a long cannon path. Past cages, all kind of dogs, big and small and fat and skinny. Some of them is hiding in the corner, almost of them, bark and barking and jumping up against the wire cage as we walk past, as if they were saying, me, choose me, I'm the best one. And that was, we saw the yellow dog standing against the cage with a paws curled around a wire and a long tongue hanging out with a black eyes and looking sad and long tail. Oh, I think this little girl or boy have buy this yellow dog at a dog kind of market, and this dog is at a little cage, and this dog looks sad because everybody didn't choose him, so this boy chose this dog. And waggling as if here saying, me, choose me, and we did. We chose him. And then in the car he put his head against my chest and wrapped his paws around my arm as if he's saying, thank you. And another dog's cage looked killed and dead as nobody chose them. January 31. Yes, you can type it up, what I wrote about my yellow dog, but leave the parts in other dogs getting killed and dead because they're so sad, and they're putting my name on there, please, and maybe it will look good on the yellow paper, and maybe in the title you should be, you come too. Now the last one, February 7. Yes, it looks good on the yellow paper, but you forgot again to leave more space of people in lines like I did, and I wrote it. That's okay, 12. Now the end of reading this Love That Dog for today, and then tomorrow we read this Love That Dog poem again, okay? And now, did you have fun? Eura's English Country will come back with some this book, but not this story, because it might be a new poems to read tomorrow, okay? And now, bye-bye everybody, and please thumbs in my YouTube every time.